inconvenient truth of the Democratic Party. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button. Definitely, like I mentioned yesterday, this is something that I, myself, Chris, wants to, get to know. Consider myself as independent. She considers herself as independent. So I really don't know. I definitely want to know more about, I said back then doing reaction videos that I've always wanted to know, and get into political things. I just didn't know how, didn't know what, what to say or anything like that. Finally, I guess it's that time. I don't know. But make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
When you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party comes to mind? The Republicans or the Democrats? Most people would probably say the Democrats, but this answer is incorrect. Since its founding in 1829, the Democratic Party has fought against every major civil rights initiative and has a long history of discrimination. The Democratic Party defended slavery, started the Civil War, opposed Reconstruction, founded the Ku Klux Klan, imposed segregation, perpetrated lynchings, and fought against the Civil Rights Acts of the 1950s and 1960s.
So all this whole long list is, so the Democratic Party. So this is a for real video type shit. Like, this is like not no, like this is for real type shit. Like, founded the KKK. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Perpetrated lynchings. I'm saying, so this is, I don't know.
Yeah.
All new to this. All new to this. I don't know.
1950s and 1960s. In contrast, the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an anti-slavery party. Its mission was to stop the spread of slavery into the new Western territories with the aim of abolishing it entirely. This effort, however, was dealt a major blow by the Supreme Court in the 1857 case, Dred Scott versus Sandford. The court ruled that slaves aren't citizens, they're property. The 7 justices who voted in favor of slavery, all Democrats. The 2 justices who dissented, both Republicans. The slavery question was, of course, ultimately resolved by a bloody civil war. The commander-in-chief during that war was the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves. 6 days after the Confederate Army surrendered, John Wilkes Booth, a Democrat, assassinated President Lincoln.
All this shit, listen, this shit make me feel like I'm back in history class or something. But thinking about a lot of this shit, I wanna be 100 with y'all. I know a lot of people probably, did their research, doing their research and shit. Oh, where Recklezz go to high school? Bro, on some real shit, I don't remember getting taught a lot of this, and I feel like that's sad.
Yeah.
That.
I say I really don't
Yeah,
either.
it's like they teach you what they want you to know, type shit.
Yeah,
and
until you do your own thing, your research.
If you do your own research.
I say
If you do your own research, because like I said in the last videos before, you don't know really. You base it off of what your parents and shit.
What you're being told. So
what you're being told, type shit. And it's not even what you're being told, is what you're seeing.
Yeah.
If you see that your parents like support this individual, or like, oh, I'm about to go vote for this Republican or this Democrat, it's, it's
you're like, okay.
You kind of follow in their footsteps.
Because you don't know.
You really don't know. So it's hard to, like, notice. Like, I don't remember getting taught this. Maybe we did. I don't know, but I don't remember this. Like them actually talking about.
In depth, I don't.
Yeah, I remember them talking about him getting assassinated or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I didn't know that it was by a Democrat.
Yeah, they didn't say that part.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
John Wilkes Booth, a Democrat, assassinated President Lincoln. Lincoln's vice president, a Democrat named Andrew Johnson, assumed the presidency. But Johnson adamantly opposed Lincoln's plan to integrate the newly freed slaves into the South's economic and social order. Johnson and the Democratic Party were unified in their opposition to the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment, which gave blacks citizenship, and the 15th Amendment, which gave blacks the vote. All three passed only because of universal Republican support. During the era of Reconstruction, federal troops stationed in the South helped secure rights for the newly freed slaves. Hundreds of black men were elected to Southern state legislatures as Republicans, and 22 black Republicans served in the U.S. Congress by 1900. The Democrats did not elect a black man to Congress until 1935.
So that's what I'm saying. So all this is back then type shit.
Yeah.
This is it's almost like, I don't know. Like it's like you new to this shit. Like I'm new to all of this. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn as more. And I feel like I'm a smart individual, but damn, you don't learn all. Like I don't remember.
Wasn't like all this stuff.
I don't remember a lot of this, and it's crazy just how you hear this about a Democrat, and you hear this about a Republican, and then when you actually listen to the videos, look at the videos.
This is like how it really was at the Democratic. This is how it was.
And it's all different. You want the video, you want the history, you want all of that to speak for itself,
History,
rather than hearing it out of somebody else's mouth.
Yeah, that's what I want personally, the history.
Yeah.
Did not elect a black man to Congress until 1935. But after Reconstruction ended, when the federal troops went home, Democrats roared back into power in the South. They quickly reestablished white supremacy across the region with measures like black codes, laws that restricted the ability of blacks to own property and run businesses, and they imposed poll taxes and literacy tests used to subvert black citizens' right to vote. And how was all of this enforced? By terror, much of it instigated by the Ku Klux Klan, founded by a Democrat, Nathan Bedford Forrest. As historian Eric Foner, himself a Democrat, notes, in effect, the Klan was a military force serving the interests of the Democratic Party. President Woodrow Wilson, a Democrat, shared many views with the Klan. He resegregated many federal agencies and even screened the first movie ever played at the White House, the racist film, The Birth of a Nation, originally entitled The Klansman. A few decades later...
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, so a few decades later, that's what I want to know. I want to know what changed so many... I don't know what... This is the question I want to ask. What changed... I wonder if a lot of people seen this video. It's more so like, what changed to have black people, a lot of black people? This is my question. What changed a lot of black people to be Democrats? If all this was going on. I want to know what changed. Just think about like what changed. And it's white people is different. You know what I'm saying? The Democrat. But I want to know what changed for black people to be Democrat if all of this went on type shit. That's what I want to know. Like that's crazy. Like because then unless they changed, I don't really know.
Racist film, The Birth of a Nation, originally entitled The Klansman. A few decades later, the only serious congressional opposition to the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964 came from Democrats. 80% of Republicans in Congress supported the bill, less than 70% of Democrats did. Democratic senators filibustered the bill for 75 days until Republicans mustered the few extra votes needed to break the logjam. And when all of their efforts to enslave blacks, keep them enslaved, and then keep them from voting had failed, the Democrats came up with a new strategy. If black people are going to vote, they might as well vote for Democrats, as President Lyndon Johnson was purported to have said about the Civil Rights Act. I'll have them voting Democrat for 200 years. So now, the Democratic Party prospers on the votes of the very people it has spent much of its history oppressing. Democrats falsely claim.
Bro. The fact that this dude name is Lyndon Johnson. Y'all know, I know of one Lyndon, right? Guess what color he is? He black. I know of one Lyndon. So it's a Lyndon Johnson. I know that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I'm just saying, like, Lyndon Johnson, I'll have them, you know what I'm saying, voting for Democrat for 200 years. I don't want to say it on here. I want to, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be monetized and shit. I say it all the time in videos and shit. I need to stop, you know what I'm saying? I need to stop cussing anyways and shit. But anyways, I'll have those niggas vote Democrat for 200 years. That was listen, that's 1960 to 1969. Bro, it is 2023. Still black people voting for Democrats. I don't know why. Like, I still want to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm still doing my research. This the most replayed. I bet it is. Bro name is Lyndon Johnson. That's crazy.
For 200 years. So now, the Democratic Party prospers on the votes of the very people it has spent much of its history oppressing. Democrats falsely claim that the Republican Party is the villain, when in reality, it's the failed policies of the Democratic Party that have kept blacks down. Massive government welfare has decimated the black family. Opposition to school choice has kept them trapped in failing schools. Politically correct policing has left black neighborhoods defenseless against violent crime. So when you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party should come to mind?
That's what I'm saying. So if it's all of this that's going on, the welfare, the schools, the IPS, what do we call IPS down here, Indianapolis public schools. If it's like that, is it because the Democratic? Listen, this is a question. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking. Is this? Don't skip the video. This is a question, because niggas like to skip the video. See, y'all got me cussing again. Well, that's really not cussing, but it is cussing. But y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Damn, y'all just messed me up. It's like the question I want to ask is the Democratic Party, like, is that what's keeping it like, in a way, like afloat? Like, is that keeping them in a way like comfortable? You have these IPS, you have welfare, you have foods, you have these different things that's for free. Is it a reason on why? You know what I'm saying? I don't really. I have so many questions. Like, a 5-minute video give you a lot of, but I want to know more videos. I want to know more.
Government welfare has decimated the black family. Opposition to school choice has kept them trapped in failing schools. Politically correct policing has left black neighborhoods defenseless against violent crime. So when you think about racial equality and civil rights, which political party should come to mind? I'm Carol Swain, professor of political science and law at Vanderbilt University for Prager University. Thanks for watching. To keep up,
I want to get more into it, because that is a lot of questions to ask. You know,
a lot of information at once.
It is a lot of information. That's what I like. I want to know really what is going on as far as the Democratic Party. Like, what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now when I'm seeing this, I'm like, I need to know more, because.
Yeah, you want to know more. You grow up in different families of knowing only what your parents, you know, what your parents groom you to be. Yeah. What the schools, you know what I'm saying, want you to learn.
But say what? It's
yeah, it's just, I don't know. I actually went to a school that really it's diverse. It became diverse. You know what I'm saying? Then I actually went to Indianapolis Public School, which, you know what I'm saying, one of those, you know, a school that, you know, people do their research. I'm already knowing that shit. But at the same time, you can see the difference. you can see the difference down to the core of your lunch. I always tell Chris about down to the lunch. Like it's crazy. Like, would you be happier having 9 or 10 different things for lunch? I went to school. I bullshit you not. 9 or 10. I'm talking about smoothies, cookies, coffee, a salad line, a Mexican line. I'm talking about different foods rather than going to one school where you have like 2 choices: piece of salad, piece of hamburger, paper plates. You don't even get a tray, a real tray. You get like a paper plate type with a milk. You don't get no juice, no pop, no none of that like others. Which I noticed. I'm just using this as an example. Yeah. Which would you be happy about type shit? You would be happier in like with all the food yeah. Rather than like I feel like it's a lot. Like thinking about that, I feel like it's a lot that goes with that. And I'm not using it more as an excuse. It's just that when you do stuff like that, I feel like that puts some type of impact on you too. Yeah. Rather than these schools, like you go to a school, say you go to a school for you know what I'm saying, something that got something to do with sports type shit, and you go there and you like, oh bro, shit, we ate good for lunch, we ate this, we ate that, we did this, and then your school like, damn, like I know it's a lot of schools that you have to bring your own lunch. You went to a school that you had to bring your own lunch.
Yeah, I went to a private school, so we didn't have.
And I'm just using this as an example. I know a lot of people like, damn, they just talk about lunch, but that's just one thing that like I feel like
still like
it messed with me.
Yeah.
I came from a school where I ate good shit, and then I went to a school it's like, damn, like I don't like this shit. Like what's going on with this? Yeah. I need to bring my own shit. Then when I brought my own shit, it was half. You know what I'm saying? It was cool, but shit, it was.
Still a big thing.
I feel like it's a lot that got to do with a lot. You know, like having money and not having money, and not having this, and not having this, getting taught this, and not getting taught. I don't know. Like it's so many differences and so many everything with a lot of this that I don't know. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be reacting to that community truth of the Republican Party as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Be dropped next. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching this reaction. Catch y'all next.